Good morning everyone. Me and my team will now be giving a demonstration of our working model. But before we move on to the demonstration, I would first like to give a brief idea about our entire system. So the topic is IoT based waste management system and utilization of wet waste to generate electricity. So as we can see here, the first is the circuit diagram for the first part of our project, which is basically sending the SMS alert to the authority and alerting the authority to go and collect the garbage from the particular bin. So as we can see here, we have an ARM7 LPC2148 microcontroller. This is the dustbin. Pin numbers 18, 19, 20 and 21 of the microcontroller is connected to the 4 LEDs of the dustbin. Then pin number P0 is connected to the LCD display. Then we have the trigger and echo pin, which is connected to the corresponding trigger and echo pin of the ultrasonic sensor. We have a power supply of 9 volts. Then we have the GPRS SIM800, which is connected to pin 8 and 9 of the microcontroller, and we have GPS VK16E, which is connected to pin 0 and pin 1 of the microcontroller. GPS is UART 0 and GPRS is UART 1. So this system will give us the level of the garbage in the bin. It will also give the alert message to the authority with the link of the particular location so that they can go and collect the garbage from that particular bin. Then the next part of the project is our automatic flap bin. So basically the bin has an automatic flap which will open and close on sensing the garbage from the particular user. So the circuit diagram of the automatic flap bin is as follows. So here we have an Arduino board, a 9-volt battery, an ultrasonic sensor HCSR04 and a servo motor. So the digital pins 5 and 6 are connected to the ultrasonic sensor, echo and trigger. Then the power pins are connected to the 9-volt battery and the VCC pin of ultrasonic sensor is connected to the 5 volts of Arduino. Also there is a servo motor, so both the power pins and one of the digital pins is connected to the servo motor, and the code will be dumped onto this Arduino board which acts as a microcontroller, and based on that the automatic flap will work. Now the next part is the processor. So this is a simple processor in which a DC motor is used and on which the blades are fixed. So once we put the wet waste into this processor, it will grind the waste and convert it into a semi-solid form. And the last step is the generation of electricity. So we take the semi-solid waste in a container and we take zinc and copper electrodes. So the brown one is the copper and zinc is the silver one. An LED is connected to these two electrodes, and the electrochemical reaction will take place here because of the release of excess electrons from zinc, which will go till copper, and there will be a small current because of which the LED will light up. So this is the whole setup of our project. Now we'll move on to the demonstration of the working model.
Good morning. This is the demonstration setup of IoT-based waste management and utilization of wet waste to generate electricity. The very first element here we have the dustbin. It has 4 LEDs connected to it, which indicates the level empty, level 1, level 2 and full. This bin is also connected to an ultrasonic sensor which senses the level of the bin. This is connected to the hardware board. We have LPC2148, which is ARM7 microcontroller. The main code is dumped into this board. It also has 16:2 LCD display, which displays the message. This board is connected to MAX232, which is a dual transmitter and receiver, which converts the voltage levels. Next we have GPS VK16E, which is a global positioning system, which shows the latitude and longitude of the bin's location. Next we have GPRS GSM SIM800. This is the SIM800 module. We have inserted a SIM inside it, as we can see. The board is given a power supply. Now let's see the demonstration of the board. This board is interfaced using the UART cables. I'll switch on the power supply. We can see the message on the LCD display, the name of the experiment. As we can see, the dustbin is now empty and the LED is indicating empty. Now I'll start adding the waste into the bin. Now it's showing level 1. It means that the bin is 30% full. Now the bin is showing level 2, which means it's 50% full. Now the dustbin is showing full and the authority will receive the message once the bin is full. Let's see if the message is received on the bin mobile. We have got a notification which says the garbage bin is full. Please collect at the location, and it also provides the link of the Google map. Let's see the location. So it is showing the red mark here. This is the location of the bin. This map also provides the longitude and latitude values. The authority will get a message and the garbage can be collected.
Coming to the next part, we have the automatic flap bin. This bin has a flap which opens and closes automatically. So we made this bin so that the waste doesn't litter around the area, and also during the rainy season it prevents the spread of diseases and it prevents the breeding ground for mosquitoes. This bin is made with the help of ultrasonic sensor which senses a human hand when it comes close by to throw the waste in the bin. It has an Arduino board where the code is down, and here on top we have a servo motor which helps in movement of the flap. So now let's see how the bin works. So I'm taking some waste in my hand. So it senses it and it closes automatically. Let's test it once again. It opens and closes automatically. Coming to the next part of the demonstration, that is utilization of wet waste to generate electricity. We have the processor here which is connected to the power supply. We have a cable which is connected to the power supply. We also have blades connected to DC motor and a switch. Now I'll be using certain vegetable peels and mud to process the wet waste. Now I'll be switching on the power supply. Now we have obtained the semi-solid form of the wet waste here. So now we have taken the processed wet waste in this container here, and we have dipped zinc and copper electrodes. So this is the zinc electrode plate and this is the copper electrode plate. The zinc plate is the negative electrode and the copper one is the positive electrode. And when you dip these electrodes in the wet waste, it initiates a chemical process because the acids in the semi-solid form of the waste, they break down the copper and zinc elements, and which releases electrons, and hence the chemical process is initiated. So now let's see how it conducts the chemical process. We can see the multimeter reading. So So now as you can see, the maximum value we are obtaining is 0.82 volts, and this much value is enough to glow a LED. So here we have taken the processed wet waste in these cups here, and we have taken 4 pairs of zinc copper electrodes. So here we can see that the zinc electrode plate is more reactive than the copper electrode plate. There's an excessive flow of electrons from zinc plate to the copper plate, which initiates the chemical process. And hence, because the electrons are moving from a more reactive metal to a less reactive metal, there's a small current that is produced, and this current is around 0.18 milliamperes, and it's enough to glow an LED. Now let's see, we have connected 2 LEDs in series. Let's see the glowing of the first LED with 2 pairs of zinc copper electrodes. So now this wire is connected, and now when I touch this, so now you can see that the LED is glowing here. So this current that was produced with 2 pairs of electrodes is around 0.18 milliamps. Now the same goes for these 2 pairs of electrodes. So totally 4 pairs of electrodes can glow 2 LEDs. So this LED is glowing here. So 2 LEDs together can glow like this. So 4 pairs of electrodes can glow 2 LEDs. It can also glow a digital watch. Now let's see how the digital watch can glow. So now again we have taken these 2 pairs of electrodes from which we obtained a current of 0.18 milliamperes. Now we'll see how it can run a digital watch. So we've connected in a similar manner how we connected for the LEDs. So here we have a small digital watch, and so this is connected here. So you can see that the digital watch actually works. So this proves that the current we obtained from 2 pairs, that is 0.18 milliamperes, is enough to glow 1 LED, and it can also run a digital watch. So as a conclusion from these results that we have obtained, we can say that the amount of waste that we have used doesn't actually matter much, but then the main factors depending for the generation of this electricity is the surface area of the electrodes and the number of pairs of electrodes. That is, more the surface area, more is the conducting power of the electrode, and more is the current and voltage value obtained. Also, more the number of electrode pairs, more LEDs can be lit, and also more the current value. So here we have shown all this in a very small scale. So for using for a larger scale, these number of electrode pairs aren't actually enough. We'll have to use more combination of these electrode pairs in form of a fuel cell and use it in bigger containers, which will provide more current. And this current can be stored in like batteries for other purposes, like for lighting street lights, or in lighting a bulb in the house, or even for even lighting up some equipment in the offices. So we have come to the end of the demonstration of our project. Thank you.